everybody. Hi, Steven. Hi, Benny. Is it Benicia or Benik? Hi, Benicia. Good evening. Havila. Hi. Good evening. Happy Good Friday, everybody. Happy Good Friday. Happy Easter in advance. Oh, thank you. Thank you. My day was fine. How was yours? How was your day? Thank you. Steven and Benicia. Benicia, Benicia. Hi, Molly-Ann. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Happy Good Friday, everybody. It's Easter period. And once again, it doesn't feel like we're celebrating anything. Oh, okay. Someone said I had a lot of rest today. Okay. Hi, Angela. Hi, God love. Happy Good Friday to you. I think Good Friday was very good. I think it was very good for everybody. Oh, sorry, Steven. Said I was just tired all through. Sorry, I'm trying to shake. Then, Anisha, thank you. This is like the second or third time you're saying that. Thank you. Thank you. Happy Good Friday once again, everybody. I mean, it's Good Friday for a reason. It's the Easter period. Easter celebration. And once again, it doesn't feel like we're celebrating anything. Why are we doing this to Easter? Why? Why don't we get the hype that we get when we want to do Christmas? We don't travel. At least for Christmas, we travel, right? Since we almost plan to travel. But for Easter, it's just a normal day. We come and go. We'll just say Happy Easter, go to church. For most of us that attend Orthodox churches, we feel like it feels. I think they have more celebrations than the normal Pentecostal churches because I know how I celebrate mine back then. No, it's not just true. It feels like a normal day. I mean, it feels like a normal day. And you know, for me, the worst of it is that I'm about to have beans for dinner. When we're supposed to have things like fried rice, jollof rice, what's it called? Something that we usually do for Christmas. But here I am, I'm about to have beans. Beans is not about food though, but then it doesn't look like we're celebrating anything. And I can't change it because that was on the menu for today. Been decided, so we can't switch. Switching is like disturbing a whole lot of people. Oh, thank you, Steven. Thank you. Ruth says I'm sucking Gary. God no go agree. But do you know that sucking Gary right now is like expensive meal? A few days ago, I told the people of my house that we should stop drinking Gary. Gary is expensive. And I usually get, and it's expensive. And I usually get my Gary from home. My mom makes Gary, by the way. I can't even make Gary from cassava, the whole process, I'm aware. My mom makes it, so she usually makes and then she sends. But you see that process, it takes time, and then she has to have like cassava in the farm. And when I called her, she was like, "We are planting, planting season because of the rain that was there." So I don't even know when that cassava is gonna be out. So as it stands right now, nobody's drinking Gary. um, they are both fine, Benicia. They are both fine. Have you said you don't like beans? I'm not a fan of beans either, but then it's an essential meal. It's an essential meal. We all have to eat beans. It's good that we eat beans once in a while. What it gives to the body, it's good. So yeah, that's what I'll be having today, Good Friday. Don't On Sunday I can't have that. Easter Sunday I'm eating rice. I mean, rice is like a Sunday food for almost all the families I know in Nigeria. If you're not eating rice on Sunday, it means you're overly tired of rice or you don't eat rice. Faith says, at least I had a good meal, but it's hard to eat when you're alone. Oh, so sorry. I know that feeling. But yeah, that's how Easter is. And I hope it gets better, by the way. Because as good as this Friday was, and with the way we are celebrating it, I just hope and I pray that it gets better. It gets better. Because it's definitely not. It's so quiet, so dry. Like, why can't we decorate our rooms? Why don't we have Easter tree? I can't believe I'm ranting. Why don't we have Easter tree? Hi, Laventa. Good evening. Favor, good evening. Can someone tell me who invented Christmas tree and did not invent Easter tree? We should have Christmas. We should have Easter tree. We should have Easter tree. We should also have. Yeah, we have some Easter songs. We have a lot of Easter songs. And funny thing here, I love Easter songs. We should invent one, right? From Bible Quiz with Nene family. We should invent Christmas tree. What do you guys think? Because the whole celebration is just so down. We already have Christmas songs. So that at least that is good. But it's not like they don't term them Easter songs. It's just a normal song and people sing it every time. But then we don't have but then we don't have, like, as we sing, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Why don't we have we wish you a Happy Easter? I mean, you say you're giving us inspo. I'm just trying to tell people. I think last year during Easter still I was complaining to people, like, why is Easter like this? Why we make, because it feels like we're not celebrating it enough. It feels like it's not as important as the birth. When when the death of Jesus was very significant for us. I mean, I think the obvious one that he hears, up from the grave he arose with a mighty joy. He arose up from the dark. I don't know if it's him, Sha. I don't know if you know the song. And da 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 da. He arose, hallelujah, Christ arose. I think that's him. I can't remember any more common, but that particular one is the one I know. But we don't have we wish you a Merry Easter. We wish you a Happy Easter. We wish you, what do we say on a Happy New Year? We'll scrap that one out. But we need it. Maybe we'll start a petition to whomever started the Christmas thing in the first place. Because Easter needs to be celebrated and be celebrated well. And it's a tradition that someone can start. When others, because it's not going to be a negative tradition, a bad thing. Yeah, some people will not agree, obviously. Some people will not agree, but some will. Some people will. I can't believe I've spent 10 minutes ranting about Easter. But yeah, this is This is what we're celebrating now. And at least if the millions of people in the world will not celebrate Easter, at least the 10 and the 20 of us on this life should know that Easter is important. I mean, it's all about Jesus. People are supporting me. Why are people supporting me? Let's come up with an idea. Say, it feels like a good idea, right? Let's come up with it. I just laid like a foundation, just said it out. Let's lay a foundation. You may never know. You may never know. This is how great ideas start. Something big starts. You never know. Anything can happen. We can try and come up with like an Easter, maybe a book, a small something for Easter, so that people can, get to feel, because I feel like we don't talk about Easter enough and the importance and what, just once it's done. I want us to have the same vibe going into Easter. Easter cap, it's not bad. It's not bad. Same vibe going into Easter. You see Christmas, we'll start planning for Christmas from November. And then when it's Easter, I can't even remember if anyone told me Happy Good Friday. Nothing. And I can't remember it's not like it's so bad. I can't remember telling people. It's that bad that it has affected our minds that we feel like it's just a normal day. But I know we'll do better. At least. And see, Easter is the only celebration that has Good Friday. It has a Saturday. It has Easter Sunday, and it has Easter Monday. Christmas is just on the 25th. That's all. Stephen says, yeah, like families come together during Christmas, but Easter is like, I don't even know. And there's people work. There's no like holiday for during Easter. You must work. Today, like it's Friday, you must work. And then thank God that it's weekend. I have no idea why I'm yawning so much. But sorry about that. Yeah, so because it's Easter, let's get back to what we're supposed to do. I wish we have time. Because it's Easter, I just wanted to juggle our minds a bit about the happenings, things that happened during Easter, and the reason for Easter. Yeah, Stephen, I think so. Did I do much today? Yeah, but it wasn't too much to stress me, so I didn't think I'll be this tired. Faith says, really, in Zim is a recognized holiday. Wow! Are you serious? Yeah, it's a recognized holiday everywhere, but I mean celebrating it as much as we do Christmas. That's just what I meant. Okay? All right, so because we're celebrating Easter and we want to know more about Jesus, we'll go back to the normal routine of Bible quiz. I'll be asking questions from the Bible and you get to answer. So as you answer, just think about the circumstances around the Easter celebration, Jesus going to Jerusalem, and the death, what led up to the death of Jesus. Okay? So let's just quickly get into the questions. I have a lot, but I don't think I'll be able to finish it up today. All right, so let's go. I hope you all can hear me though. Okay. So the first question, let's go back to our Bibles. Let's see how many people have read their Bibles this year. As Jesus rode into Jerusalem on Palm Sunday, what did he say? What did he say would cry out if his disciples didn't cry? Angela, I'm making you. Angela, leave me alone. Angela, leave me alone. As Jesus rode into Jerusalem on Palm Sunday, what did he say would cry out if his disciples didn't? Answers. Stones. Stones. Any more? Thank you, Laventa. Chemuno, you're here. Hi, good evening. Stones, thank you. The Bible verse, as Jesus rode in Jerusalem, what did he say? Okay, you're writing a question. Okay. The answer is stones. Luke 19, you read Luke 19, 37 to 40, and you get the answer. Luke 19, 37 to 40. You will get the answer, the story, and everything. Okay? So Jesus told his disciples that if they do not cry out, he will summon stones. Okay? That stones will do the needful. And so if you do not do what you're supposed to do, I'll raise up stones to praise me. All right. So second question. What was the man carrying whom Peter and John followed to prepare the upper room for Passover? What was the man carrying whom Peter and John followed to prepare the upper room for Passover? Peter and John were supposed to meet a man, to follow a man to the upper room to prepare for Passover. But the man was carrying something. What was that thing? What was he carrying? What was he carrying? What was the man carrying whom Peter and John followed to prepare the upper room for Passover? What was the man carrying? The man that Peter and John were supposed to follow, to go prepare for Passover. Yeah, the man was carrying something. A pitcher of water. A pitcher of water. Any more? Thank you, Linda. A pitcher of water or a jar of water. Any other person? Are we all here? Because I feel like it's only few persons that can hear me or are here or are trying to interact. Are we all here? Please. Can we all hear me? Can we all hear me, please? Okay. Okay, please, if you can hear me, let's talk, okay? Let's interact. Let's interact, okay? Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right, so you see that in Luke 22, verse 10. Luke 22, verse 10, okay? Jesus sent Peter and John saying, go and make preparations for us to eat the Passover. Where do you want us to prepare for you? They asked. He replied, as you enter the city, a man carrying a jar of water will meet you. Follow him to the house that he enters and say to the owner of the house, the teacher asks, where is the guest room, where I may eat the Passover with my disciples? He will show you a larger upper room, all furnished. Make preparations there. I remember in church that year, I don't even know if they see that. I asked my mom. But sincerely, we used to do washing of feet. All these things that Jesus did during Easter, we did it. And that's why I feel like people are not celebrating Easter enough, because I understood what it meant. You see, Palm Sunday, you see this, when Jesus went into Jerusalem, rode on a horse, we did all that. We could not find a horse, but then we were celebrating, we were shouting Jesus, carrying banners, carrying palm. We'll just go around the town, just celebrate that. We'll just go around the town, just celebrate. It was really, really interesting, just because we wanted to celebrate Easter. And that's why it's very dear to me, don't mind me. So I understand why sometimes it may not be so serious for some churches and for some people. But yeah, I had a good time celebrating Easter in my Orthodox church. All right, so the third question. This should be very easy. What did Jesus give to Judas as a sign that he was to betray him? What did Jesus give to Judas as a sign that he was to betray him? Ah, yeah, Stephen is really, really nice. No. What did Jesus give to Judas? Not what Judas did. What did Jesus give to Judas as a sign that he was to betray him during the Passover? Bread, lavender, not kiss. Kiss was what was the sign that Judas told the the Jews, the people that crucified Jesus. But I'm asking, Judas, Jesus gave Judas something as a sign that he was going to betray him. All right, you see that in John 13:26. Lavetta, thank you, was a bread. John 13:26. After he had said this, Jesus was troubled in his spirit and testified, I tell you the truth, one of you is going to betray me. His disciples stared at one another, at a loss to know which of them he meant. One of them, the disciples whom Jesus loved, was reclining next to him. Simon Peter mentioned to this disciple and said, ask him which one he means. Jesus answered, it is the one to whom I will give this piece of bread when I have dipped it in the dish. Then dipping the piece of bread, he gave it to Judas Iscariot, son of Simon. As soon as Judas took the bread, Satan entered into him. I'm not sure we understand the question. I said, what did Jesus give to Judas as a sign that he was to betray him? Not a kiss. As a sign. So it was bread. During the Passover, it was bread. And it's funny how Judas collected it. Sometimes I want to judge. Sometimes I don't want to judge him. But Jesus already said that someone is going to betray him, and you collected bread. The Bible here is saying that after he collected bread was when Satan entered him. I don't think so. There was already there was already Satan inside of him. He already had evil spirits, evil mind. His heart was not clean. Can't pity you. But I don't know if I was having a discussion with someone. Someone was like, for Judas Iscariot, that everything that he feels like he was, because God is all knowing, did this and that he feels like he was supposed to be the scapegoat. But here he's saying that Jesus already said that somebody is going to betray him, and he said that whoever is going to give bread is who is going to betray him, and you collected bread. You can't be pitied. I don't think I can pity him, because immediately he took the bread, already said Satan entered him, but then he gave room. There was opening. There was an opening, because out of all the disciples that were there, why did you choose Judas? His heart was not clean in the first place. Like, I don't even understand. It was just like a mystery to me. Yeah, it was a confirmation. Judas didn't have control of himself. Put yourself in Judas' shoes. I mean, we're all living in a free will world. And you're in that situation. I know that the word of God is supposed to come true and all. But I'm just saying, must I be a scapegoat? He has to take it for the word to come into fulfillment. And I'm saying that he was him. it was him they picked because of his heart. His heart wasn't clean in the first place. Everything was just orchestrated. Yeah, he made himself available. That's why I was that see, you see that is the problem. That there is the problem, making yourself available for the devil. Because sometimes if you the Bible says that if you rebuke the devil, he will flee, right? But if you do something that will make him come close, I you already know those things. You already know those things. So I feel like it was written, yes, but it could have been any other person. They picked you because you made yourself available to be used by the devil. That's what I think. Because it was when he took the bread, and Jesus even said it there, that whoever is going to give this bread is who will betray him. Well, the devil already used him, so there's nothing to say. It is well with him. Question 4. Question 4. What was the sign that Jesus gave Peter in stating that he would deny him? Yeah, Vida, he had the spirit of greed. What was the sign that Jesus gave Peter in stating that he would deny him? This one is very simple. Yeah, the cock will crow 3 times. Yeah. Thank you. All right, so the next one. Where was Jesus when he was arrested? Where was Jesus when he was arrested? Where was Jesus when he was arrested? He was in a mountain, Garden of Gethsemane. I'll take that. The Garden of Gethsemane. Yeah. Some Bible verses they call it. Some Bible verses says Mount Olives. That's Luke, though. Yeah, the Garden of Gethsemane. Thank you. That's Matthew 26:36, or Matthew 26:36, Mark 14:32, Luke 22:39. Yeah, Mount Olive or Gethsemane. All right. The next question: who was the chief priest who had Jesus arrested? Who was the chief priest who had Jesus arrested? Who was the chief priest who had Jesus arrested? What's the name of the chief priest who had Jesus arrested? Sapphires. Caiaphas. What is Sapphires? Caiaphas. 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 Yes. Ruth, which answer is that? Okay. Next question. I bet you're laughing at me. I'm trying to get the right pronunciation. All right. So where was Jesus crucified? Where was Jesus crucified? What's the name of the place that Jesus was crucified? Hi, Mesoma. Good evening. What's the name of the place that Jesus was crucified? Golgotha. Yeah. Some people don't know that though. Some people don't know the name. Some people don't even know that he had a name. Yeah, but it's Golgotha. What number am I? I think I've missed my number. Yeah, Golgotha. Thank you. What was the name of the prisoner the people wanted released instead of Jesus? What was the name of the prisoner the people wanted released instead of Jesus? The name of the prisoner the people wanted released instead of Jesus. Barabbas. Not Barnabas, Barabbas. Barabbas. Is this that some Bibles are saying Barnabas? It's Barabbas. Barabbas, not Barnabas. Barabbas. Matthew 27. That's Matthew 27:15, verse 15, or yes, from verse 15 to 21. There, but when you see it's Barabbas, not Barnabas. Okay, let's correct that. Barabbas is Barabbas, not Barnabas. Okay. All right. Who owned the tomb where Jesus was buried? 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 Joseph of Arimathea. Joseph of Arimathea. Yes. You see that in Luke 23 from verse 50 to 53. Luke 23, 50 to 53. Okay? Yeah, Joseph of Arimathea. All right. Next question. What were the soldiers told to say regarding the missing body of Jesus? What were the soldiers told to say regarding the missing body of Jesus? What were the soldiers told to say regarding the missing body of Jesus? Yeah, that the disciples came and stole his body. Yes. Yes, that his body was stolen by the disciples at night. No, not that he's risen. Because they they were afraid. They didn't know they didn't know what had happened. So out of fear and because they couldn't find his body, they told the guards that went to report to the Jews that if they asked them, they should tell the owner of Jesus' body that his disciples came to pick him up at night. Okay? Alright, so that's Matthew 28. Matthew 28, 12 to 13. Thank you everybody for answering. Matthew 28, 12 to 13. Next question. On what day of the week was Jesus first seen after his resurrection? On what day of the week was Jesus first seen after his resurrection? On what day of the week was Jesus first seen after his resurrection? Sunday. Sunday. Yeah, so that's why it's a huge celebration on Sunday. Thank you, everybody. On Sunday, the first day of the week. Next question. To whom did Jesus appear to first after his resurrection? To whom did Jesus appear to first after his resurrection? Who did Jesus appear to first after his resurrection? Mary Magdalene. No, Thomas is the one that doubted. That said he has to see Jesus where he believes. But Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene. Okay? I hope you're taking notes of all these names. Say the spelling, Sha. Mary Magdalene. It's simple now. Magdalene. Our faith got it, Magdalene. Then we all know Thomas is a disciple that did not believe that Jesus had risen unless he could see the nail marks in his hands. Some of us are still like that till today. Is it one last question? All right, so now I think it's a network from your end, Philomena. No, now the answers cannot come in for the question. I think it's from your network, because obviously I'm asking the questions first and then people are answering. So I think it's network. Okay, maybe you can just go out and come back. So sorry. All right, so how many times did Jesus speak while he was on the cross? How many times did Jesus speak while he was on the cross? Is 3 times? That means that Jesus said. Okay, so if you say 3 times, please write out the things that Jesus said on the cross. 5. Some people are saying 5, some people are saying 7. All right, so can we begin to say the things that Jesus said on the cross? Let's count them together, because some people are saying 5, some people are saying 7, some people are saying 3. So yeah, that's the last question. What are the things that Jesus said while he was on the cross? So this one is hot. Miss Oma says 7. Okay. So let's begin a count. Laventa says 4. Okay. So can we begin to say the things? Let's begin to name them. Say it and write it out, please. What are the things that Jesus said while he was on the cross? Hi, Eunice. Obe says, forgive them. Write it fully now. All right, so we have forgive them, for they don't know what they do. We says, today you will be with me at the right hand of my Father. And he says, it is finished. So that's 3. Molly says, Elo, Elo, Laba, Sabatani. That's 4. So we've defeated the 3. And people that said 3 is already out because we mentioned 4. He said, I am thirsty. That's 5. I'm getting new things. All right, someone already said it is finished. My God, wow, that's Elo, Eloi. Elo, Eloi, Eloi. That's Elo, Eloi. So I still need more. 5. Mother, behold your son. 6. I already said Father. We already talked about Father, forgive them, right? Yes, we already said that. So we've counted 6 together. I've already, okay, we said that. I think it's left with 1. I think it's left with 1. So we have Father, forgive them for they know not what they do. That's Luke 23:34 to 35. That's 1. 2, to his mother looking at John, he says, this man is now your son. To John, he said, she's now your mother. That's the second one. The third one, I promise that today you will be with me in paradise. That's Luke 23:43. That's Luke 23:43. That's 3. The fourth one, my God, why have thou forsaken me? That's the fourth one. 5, I am thirsty. I'm reading them out. 5, so I won't be stalked. 5. The sixth one, did you just say I put myself in your hands? Father, into your hands I commit my spirit. Yes, that's the sixth one I was looking for. 6th. And then the last one, it is finished. So yeah, 7. For those that said 7, well done. For those that said 3, we've done more than 3. Said a lot of things on the cross. On the cross. 7, made like 7 sentences while on the cross. What a strong man he was, or he is rather. 7. So we have Father, that there's a lot. I can't even begin to remember. But yeah, he said like 7 words on the cross. So yeah, 7. So well done to those that said 7. The whole essence of this quiz is just so that we can be in the spirit of Easter. That's basically the last question. Just so that we can be in the spirit of Easter and understand that this is very important. I mean, what happened during this time determined a lot. Determined a lot. Someone asked me a question one day: what if Jesus came and he did not die? Or he came and he couldn't fulfill the purpose? And I was thinking, I thought about it, I'm like, but he's the King of Kings, his spirit. I know that he came on earth as flesh. And I know that he endured a lot. He went through all the... But what if he got carried away? I said, no, nah, he's the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. It's a very dicey thing. It got me thinking. And I said, wait though, just what if? Just what if? It's a what if question. It's not like it's a certain thing, or like I'm saying, oh, it would have happened. But what if? What if Jesus didn't die? What if he got carried away? I mean, these are the lessons that we need to learn from the life of Jesus. He came in and stuck to his purpose. He died at the age of 33. 33. At least that should be enough reminder that you can fulfill purpose. That you can fulfill purpose before 33. Okay? It's just a reminder. And maybe ponder on it. As you celebrate Easter, know that Jesus is the reason for the season. And that you're celebrating him, his sacrifice, and all that he did for you and for me. I mean, we are saved today because of that singular act. Just that one singular act that happened many years ago. We are celebrating it. No, so we'll all go to hell for our sins. Philomena, there's a lot of questions. You played a lot now. I mean, the crown on the head that has thorns. They whipped him on the back. You can't count how many wives. Was it written? Was it not 45 times or 49? But then it's a lot. Yeah, it's a deep question. Oh. Very, very deep question. But yeah, 39 times. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Martin. But yeah, that's all about Easter. Please let's not trivialize it. It's as important as the Christmas that we celebrate. So yeah, eat well, enjoy yourself. On Sunday, go and dance because we're celebrating victory. Okay? You can start dancing from tomorrow. Okay, just celebrate, just be joyful because we're celebrating the victory that Jesus died and resurrected. All right, I love you guys. Oh, it's 7. Oh, thank you for me. I'll check that out. I'll check that out. Thank you. Check that out. So yeah, that's all about Easter. Easter. And then for the people, for I would say that we need to invent Easter tree. I would say we need to invent Easter tree. That it's not nice that we have Christmas tree and we don't have Easter tree. And we need to have Easter song. Like the one of "We Wish You a Merry Christmas." We need to have one like that. Okay? Jesus, great. Jesus helps you. The thing is, if you rely on Him for your burning, so sometimes it's tiring. It's tiring because, especially if you go with your might and all of that, yeah, it can be. But one thing I learned to do over the years is that when I want to do this spiritual journey, I don't go with myself. I don't go with myself. I don't go with my strength. I go with God. It's God that helps me throughout anything. To rely on God, okay? I'll give you the strength throughout your spiritual journey. That's how you can keep burning. Jesus, Holy Spirit will keep the fire burning. Oh, rugged cross. Da, 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 da. Ah, da, 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 da. Ah, da, 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 da. So I cherish the rugged cross. These songs are sweet. Till my daddy I will cling to the rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. Amazing Easter song. So everybody have an amazing Easter celebration. I'll see you guys next week Friday. If we stay here, someone's going to tell me to sing a song that I don't want to sing. So yeah, I'm running away before you guys start coming. Yeah, but happy Easter, everybody. So have an amazing Easter celebration. Do not forget, Jesus is the reason for this. Just celebrate Him, celebrate yourself. For coming to know about Jesus. I love you guys. See you guys next week Friday. And yes, please, before you go, watch my videos. Please, videos on YouTube that I drop every morning. Another one's coming out on Monday. Please watch it. Thank you. I love you guys. Good night. Good night.